In the pantheon of Invincible's rogues gallery, you probably wouldn't give much thought to a ragtag rambunctious group of reptilian rapscallions, but the Lizard League have a quite prolific resume of villainy. Clearly based on the Serpent Society from Marvel Comics, the Lizard League is a group of reptile-based villains with various quirks and abilities that can be quite effective due to their large numbers. It is important to keep in mind that the Lizard League do appear outside of just the main Invincible comic, so I will try to present that information in a way that makes sense within the context of their story. So with that being said, here is the complete history of the Lizard League. The Lizard League are, of course, a team of lizard-themed super-villains, if you want to call them super. They typically go up against the Guardians of the Globe and other heroes like the Teen Team. Their members include King Lizard, Salamander, Iguana, Komodo Dragon, and a bunch of other smaller, less important lizards. They made their first appearance in Invincible issue number 9. After school one day, Mark and Eve met up and decided to go out patrolling / superheroing. They came across the Lizard League, who was actively attempting to either steal some little canister or poison the local water supply for reasons not really clear or all that important. Eve smashes them with a construct and knocks out the members King Lizard and Komodo, and restrains Salamander and Iguana, as well as about half a dozen other random members. Basically, she stops the whole crew almost single-handedly. Most of them are moved to the maximum security suite within the GDA's super prison. Chronologically speaking, before this, Adam, Eve, and Rex had another run-in with the group when they first teamed up together. But that seemed to just be a generic battle. But it does serve to explain why Eve treats the group with such little respect, having managed to beat them with Rex while they were both very, very inexperienced and much younger. The Lizard League isn't seen again until issue number 32, when they face off with Shapesmith, who is transforming into multiple members of the Guardians of the Globe. There's not a real justification for this fight, but this is when Shapesmith first appears, so Robert probably just needed him to wail on someone for a few minutes. But these are all really just warm-up rounds for the Lizard League. In issue number 40, when the majority of the Guardians of the Globe, including Invincible and Adam Eve, are off-world attempting to stop the Sequid invasion, the Lizard League makes their largest grasp for power. They break into a nuclear missile silo in Anderson, Wyoming. King Lizard, along with Komodo Dragon, Iguana, and Salamander, have plans to hold the United States hostage under the threat of nuclear Armageddon. However, Cecil sends the remaining members of the GDA who aren't in space after them. That group is pretty thin, containing Shrinking Ray, Duplicate, and the leader, Rexplode. As the TV show has shown, the resulting battle is absolutely brutal. The muscle of the group, Komodo Dragon, absolutely thrashes the three heroes. He kills dozens of duplicates and eventually determines that they are numbered and begins killing them until none are remaining. Komodo Dragon then swallows Shrinking Ray whole, which kills him. Meanwhile, Rex struggles with but defeats Iguana before having his hand bitten off by Komodo Dragon, which proves to be a pretty bad strategy for Komodo because Rex was empowering a ball at the time, and that ball turns into an explosive in Komodo's mouth, which kills him. With 2/3 of the team dead, Rex is left alone, beaten badly, missing a hand, and lying amongst the corpses of his fallen teammate and ex-girlfriend, Duplicate. While down on his knees, King Lizard sneaks up behind Rex, then blasts him in the head. However, shockingly, Rex survives and is able to beat King Lizard into unconsciousness before collapsing and being rushed into life-saving surgery. Rex ultimately survived the encounter and was upgraded while in surgery. King Lizard also survives but is apprehended and jailed yet again. Shrinking Ray does actually die, Komodo Dragon dies, and it's also heavily implied that Iguana dies. However, Duplicate does survive. King Lizard is seen again alongside dozens of new Lizard League recruits in issue number 71, trying to take over a shopping mall before getting stopped by Oliver. Other instances of the Lizard League popping up occur outside of the main Invincible book within the pages of Invincible Universe, which runs parallel to the main series. These issues all occur after Robot and Monster Girl come back from their extended stay in the Flaxen dimension. King Lizard goes on to recruit and create new members of his hollowed-out Lizard League. On the last pages of issue 7, we see King Lizard resurrecting/creating a new salamander. In issue 9, we see him recruit lizard researcher and apparent brick shithouse Dr. Booth as a new Komodo dragon. In issue 10, we see King Lizard gassing a group of new Lizard League recruits to make them more powerful or, kill them, whichever. However, the ones who remain do end up becoming stronger. Issues 11 and 12 are the final showdown with the Lizard League in the comic books. The Lizard League has found a home in the former lair of the now deceased Dinosaurus in Switzerland. GDA members are investigating the fortress when they're attacked by new mutated Lizard League henchmen. We find that King Lizard has fully assembled a new Lizard League, working overtime to do reconnaissance on the Guardians of the Globe. After one of the GDA members is found to have become mutated into a Lizard League member, Cecil calls the Guardians and informs them that the Lizard League now has access to Dinosaurus's advanced technology, and they could end up becoming a major problem. And he's right. This time the Lizard League are pretty stacked. Dozens of henchmen are there to greet the Guardians of the Globe, and they make things pretty interesting. Black Samson is put out of commission early by a hallucinogenic slime that Salamander produces. Iguana, being the best hand-to-hand fighter of the group, attacks Best Tiger, and Komodo and King Lizard dispatch various other members, while heavy hitters like Bulletproof and Monster Girl are left to fight off the hallucinating Black Samson. Things go from bad to worse when Invincible and Immortal arrive to help, and find that King Lizard has lizardized or lizardified multiple members of the Guardians of the Globe, including Bulletproof, Black Samson, and Best Tiger. We learn that throughout King Lizard's multiple-month war on the Guardians, he had slowly been infecting key members with the Lizard League virus. All it took was a blast of gas within the lab to turn them into King Lizard's henchmen. Now the remaining Guardians are forced to face off against their mutated teammates, right? Wrong! Nope, not at all. The transformed Guardians all indicate that essentially they are fine mentally. The virus didn't turn them against their teammates, it just transformed them into lizards. So basically, King Lizard is an idiot. He couldn't even create a proper henchman or mind-altering virus. The combined Lizard Guardians and regular non-transformed Guardians beat the ever-loving shit out of the Lizard League. King Lizard is beaten nearly to death in the process. However, we learn that he had one last card to play: nuclear bombs placed on geothermal vents around the globe that need to be manually destroyed in order to prevent them from essentially causing massive scale global warming that, shockingly, only lizard people would be able to survive, because they're cold-blooded and lizards and they like the sun. Anyway, the Guardians are able to stop the bombs with the help of a mutated member named Kaboomerang, who uses his telekinetic powers to simultaneously shut down all the bombs at once, saving the planet. The Guardians of the Globe members are then transformed back into humans, and the world keeps on spinning. After this, the Lizard League never shows up again, so that is the complete history of the Lizard League. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember to like and subscribe, and please check out our other complete history videos on all the other Invincible characters. We're trying to hit every single main character and side teams and side characters that we can. So be sure to subscribe to stay tuned to all of that. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and remember the motto: it's the Lizard League over everything, and I'll see you guys next time.